Good morning to all class 9 students of Jack and Jill. Now, today we have to learn the first chapter in biology, the improvements in food resources. Why the improvement? Why the normal food resources is not enough? Because, as you know, our population growth, it is tremendous nowadays. We have now 130 million, billions of people and their changing lifestyle, changing food habits, demand for more raw materials for different purposes. So, all these demands, growing demands of food and raw material, as now changing the demand for production. So, we have to improve our food resources. As we know, there are two broad categories of food production: plant food production and animal food production. For plant, we are mostly depend on the plant food production, agriculture, or various forms of agriculture, and India is an agricultural country, as you know. So, we have to adopt two system of agriculture, that is sustainable agriculture. This is adoption of various farming and production management techniques to maximize agriculture yield. For example, by improving the techniques of mixed farming, that means two or more crops can be grown on the same field at the same time, and there is a proper selection of the crops so that the production may be good. Second is the crop rotation techniques, so that we can't depend on the fertilizers for improvement of the soil quality. We have to self improvement. We have to keep the soil naturally grow and fertile. And third one is the integrated farming. In this integrated farming, we have a combination of agriculture with other forms of culture like fish production, pisciculture, aquaculture, apiculture for the production of honey, livestock production like cattle farming, poultry farming, and so many others related food production methods, which are along with agriculture can produce our yield in much amount. So the second form of farming is the organic farming, and it is also very important for us because raising the crops by healthy systems using no or very little chemical fertilizers or manures, but using biofertilizers and biopesticides that will grow naturally the fertility of the soil, maintain the balance in the nature, and don't harm the environment. It is totally eco-friendly. So, for this, what are the advantages of this sustainable agriculture, and what are the things which is important for us? Because by sustainable agriculture we can conserve our natural resources, maintain environmental balance, coping with the changing human needs. So it is very, this is the required thing for today. And the advantages are: it protects and renew the soil fertility by natural process. It optimizes the management and use of farm resources. That means farm resources should be managed properly. And it also reduces the dependence on non-renewable resources and purchase products. So it is a good method. And it achieves the integration of natural biological cycles and controls it also. तो ये ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग और सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर हमारे लिए एक बहुत ही उपयोगी सिस्टम है एग्रीकल्चर का, जिससे ये एनवायरनमेंट को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाता है, उसकी सॉइल को अच्छी तरह से उपजाऊ बनाता है, उसको नष्ट नहीं होने देता है और साथ साथ हमारे फार्म प्रोडक्ट्स, एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट्स को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से बढ़ाता है और एक बैलेंस बना के रखता है। तो इसी सिलसिले में हमारे पास अगर हम एग्रीकल्चर की बात करें, व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द एग्रीकल्चर, द क्रॉप are divided according to the cropping seasons. And what are the cropping seasons? Let's find out. There are two broad categories of crop seasons in India. One is Kharif crop season, and that is also called the rainy season crops. And it starts sowing, the farmers sow this crop in the month of June, where early monsoons occur, and till October it is harvested. And the examples of such crops are rice, maize, green gram, groundnuts, and so many others. Whereas the Rabi season, which is a non-monsoon season crops, and it starts from sowing April in the month of October and till April. It is harvested in the month of April. And the most probable examples are wheat, mustard, pea, and so many other crops. So, this is very important. The cropping seasons, the knowledge of cropping seasons is very important for our agricultural system. Now, how we improve the agriculture? How we improve? So, to improvement in the yields, we have to follow three processes, three systems. One is crop production management. Crop production management. Second one is crop variety improvement. And third one is crop protection management. So these three basic principles are to be followed to improve the crops. And we have to go through the details in the next class. But let's see what are the some of the points which are important for this proper yield or crop production management. One is the nutrient management. The food is always important for every living organism. So the nutrient management is very important for the nutrients. There are two broad categories of nutrients. Macronutrients, that means macro means they are required in very large quantities for the plants production, like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sulfur. They are required in very large quantities by the plants for their production. And so they are called the macronutrients. Whereas the micronutrients are also required by the plants, but in a very little amount, and not in less amount, but very little amount in enough amount. For example, iron, boron, manganese, zinc, copper, chlorine, etc. So this knowledge of nutrients are very important in agriculture, that what kind of plants required what kind of nutrients, whether they required more macronutrient or whether they required more micronutrient. So these are some of the methods of improvement in yields. And in this regard, we have to deal with particular crops also, the cropping patterns also. And the second section of this chapter is the animal husbandry. What is animal husbandry? As you know, we get our food both from plants and also from animals. So animals contribute same way as the plants contributes in our food production. So the dealing with the feeding, caring, breeding of domestic animals for the production of animal food is known as animal husbandry. And in this animal husbandry, we have to produce the animal products like the production of milk, production of egg, production of meat and fish, and production of honey and other products also. So, equally, the animal food products contribute to our improvement of the food production. Students, you have to do some task today, and you have to do to go through this and define the following as sustainable agriculture. What is sustainable agriculture? What is integrated agriculture? What is organic farming? What are the two seasons of crop? What are the difference between kharif crops and rabi crops? And what are the three basic points of improvement in yields? What are the three basic points for the improvement of the yields? Thank you.